Police prosecution of underage Siam Paragon mass shooter deemed illegal by prosecutors for now. In a shocking turn, the Prosecution Office for Juvenile and Family Cases rejects the case against the 14-year-old Siam Paragon shooter. Citing an illegal investigation and the boy's mental state, prosecutors demand proper legal proceedings at a later stage. Investigation police at Pathamuan Police Station were delivered bombshell news on Thursday. The case against the 14-year-old mass shooter in the Siam Paragon shopping center tragedy on October 3 last was not only rejected by the prosecutor's office but, at this time, the investigation itself was deemed illegal. This appears to be based on the inclusion of statements made by the minor. Prosecutors referred to the accused as Boy P or a child in their reply to the case lodged with them on December 20 last. The accused minor, a private school student, is a patient of the prestigious Galya Rajanagarendra Institute, a psychiatric facility. He was taken there from prison days after being remanded in custody when he last appeared before the criminal court in Bangkok. The legal process against the 14-year-old boy, Boy P, who murdered 2 people and injured others on October 3 in a brutal mass shooting at the Siam Paragon shopping center, has been halted in its tracks by the prosecutor's office in the case. In a surprising development, the case against the 14-year-old boy responsible for a mass shooting at Siam Paragon shopping center has been rejected by the Prosecutor's Office for Juvenile and Family Cases in Bangkok. Prosecutors for Juvenile and Family Cases rejected a file from investigators at Pathamuan Police pursuing a case against the boy. The charges against the 14-year-old boy allege he murdered 2 people including a Chinese tourist. Formerly, this was in a horrific mass shooting at the Siam Paragon shopping center on October 3. Meanwhile, he was also charged with multiple accounts of attempted murder. Mass murder on October 3 tarnished Thailand's image among foreign tourists, particularly in China, after a Chinese mother of twin girls was executed. The killings by the boy, a student at a private school nearby, severely damaged Thailand's tourism prospects in China. This happened when the brutal details of the case were broadcast online by the 16-year-old niece of a murdered Chinese woman. The victim had been shopping in the popular shopping mall with her twin daughters. She was mercilessly killed by the 14-year-old boy. 14-year-old boy murdered a Chinese tourist in a terror attack on Bangkok's Siam Paragon Center. Killer's parents did not appear in court as Chinese niece recalls the terror of her aunt being executed. Accordingly, on December 20, the case file was sent to the prosecutor's office. However, it was sent back this week and deemed illegal based on the mental state of the teenage boy. In the file, the accused is referred to as Boy P. Prosecutors say case treatment for the boy at the prestigious Galya Rajanagarendra Institute shows that he is not in a fit state to be prosecuted. Prosecutor's office rejects file sent by Pathamuan Police Station on December 20 for failing to take into account the boy's mental health condition. The medical reports state that he has been verbally unresponsive and lacks awareness to stand trial. The prosecutor's office noted to police that a statute of limitations of 20 years applies to the case. In brief, this allows the boy time to recover his mental health to be able to stand trial in court. A spokesperson for the police revealed that the prosecutor in the juvenile case had returned the complaint and file. On December 28, Mr. Naken Thompraiwan, a deputy spokesperson for the Attorney General's office, gave details to reporters. He has been liaising with investigation officers at Pathamuan Police Station. The case was sent to the Prosecutor's Office of Juvenile and Family Cases Division 3 in Bangkok. The minor was also charged with carrying a firearm into the city without having permission to do so and for shooting in public without reasonable cause. Prosecutor's office responded by detailing the evidence on file about the boy's ongoing treatment at the psychiatric facility. It prohibits further steps. In response, the prosecutor noted that the investigation file was opened on October 5, 2023. After that, the boy in question had been sent to the Galya Rajanagarendra Institute. In an examination of the minor's treatment, there was a psychiatric diagnosis by the Galya Rajanagarendra Institute. It confirmed that the accused had a mental illness. Certainly, he was not in a position to fight the legal case against him. The prosecutor further noted that on November 3, 2023, another doctor's diagnosis and evaluation of the minor's mental state was in progress. The prosecutors noted that the police case against the minor included statements made by him. Furthermore, the file indicates that on the 21st of November 2023, doctors at the Galya Rajanagarindra Institute filed an updated report. In short, the report suggested that the accused has no understanding or awareness of the criminal charges against him. It also concluded that there is a lack of ability to talk and answer questions. Additionally, it noted that boy P was unable to control his emotions or behavior. The evaluation was by a multidisciplinary forensic psychiatric team at the respected institute. At length, it concluded the child was still unable to stand trial. Further legal action in the boy's case held is illegal under the Criminal Procedure Code and Court and Juvenile and Family Court Procedure Act, 2010. Based on a file presented to the Office of the Special Prosecutor for Juvenile and Family Cases, it concluded that the investigation thus far into the boy was illegal. It formed this opinion based on the Court and Juvenile and Family Court Procedure Act, 2010, Section 6. It also cites the Criminal Procedure Code, Section 14 and Section 134. The prosecutor informed police investigators that their activities constituted an illegal investigation of the accused who was a child. Therefore, the prosecutor's office ordered that the investigation files be returned. At the same time, the prosecutor's office urged the police to reconsider their position. Evidently, it did not consider legal proceedings or processes at this time to be legal. The prosecutor's office suggested that the police undertake and complete the investigation at a time when the accused child is in a position to fight the case and is in a state of mental recovery. Significantly, the prosecutor's office pointed out that the statute of limitations in this case is 20 years. Case now stopped in its tracks. It leaves police investigators in a stunning situation where they must await the accused's mental health recovery to act. The surprising development, in the case against the 14-year-old boy, accused of mass murder, is another stunning situation. Especially, given that there was widespread praise of the Royal Thai Police for its reaction to the case on October 3. Undoubtedly, the prompt action by the police that day saved lives. At the same time, the case against the perpetrator of the mass shooting at Siam Paragon shopping center is rejected. In any case, for now, by the shock decision by the prosecutors for juvenile and family cases. Certainly, the basis for this is the accused's mental state. The office concerned is the Prosecutor's Office for Juvenile and Family Cases of Division 3 in Bangkok. The case is against the accused boy, identified as Boy P, a minor under 15 years of age. It alleges that on October 3 he killed other people with premeditation, being in possession of firearms and ammunition without legal authority. Harrowing account of the murder of an innocent mother of twin girls broadcast online on Weibo to Chinese audiences in the days after the mass shooting. The brutal and heartbreaking details of the case were broadcast online by the 16-year-old niece of one of the victims. The online broadcast on the Chinese site Weibo further tarnished Thailand's image as a safe tourist destination. Previously on October 3, Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin visited the scene of the outrage. He raised security concerns and hinted at a potential review of safety measures for tourists. The attacker, dressed in military-style clothing, reportedly had a fascination with firearms, showing off the weapon to friends online. In any case, the incident sent shockwaves through Thailand, particularly given the young age of the perpetrator. Afterwards, it was revealed that the boy may have mental health issues linked to excessive gaming. The 16-year-old niece of one of the victims recounted the terror that unfolded on the second floor of the shopping center, describing how women sought refuge in restrooms as the attacker approached, leading to the cold-blooded murder of her aunt. Highlights the complexity for police dealing with a case involving both an underage perpetrator and one who appears to be suffering acute mental illness. The rejection of the case by the Prosecutor's Office for Juvenile and Family Cases shows the complexity of dealing with juvenile offenders, especially when mental health concerns are raised. The decision to return the case to the investigating officer suggests that legal procedures may not have been followed appropriately. Deputy spokesman of the Attorney General's Office, Mr. Naken Thongpraiwan, explained that the prosecutor deemed the investigation illegal. This was in view of the fact that officers proceeded without waiting for a mental health diagnosis. Later, this came from the treating institution, the Galya Rajanagarindra Institute. The accused, still a child, has been undergoing treatment and psychiatric evaluation with the facility. It has concluded that he lacks understanding, awareness of charges, and the ability to stand trial. Gun culture and mental health issues, a deadly mix. The prosecutor's decision to return the case to the investigating officers underlines the importance of adhering to legal procedures. Especially when dealing with juvenile cases and mental health considerations, the 20-year statute of limitations provides a lengthy timeframe for the boy to undergo necessary treatment and potentially stand trial in the future. The rejection of the case raises broader questions. Simultaneously, the challenge of mental health awareness and navigating legal frameworks for juvenile offenders. Additionally, the increased prevalence of gun culture and spiraling mental health issues in the population is a disturbing situation.